Here we go. Going live. 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 Hello. Welcome to the Solstice Portal. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, find a comfortable spot. We're here for about an hour, hour and a half. We're here for about an hour, hour and a half together tonight. So grab a seat, share it with a few friends. Let's take that out. That's distracting. There we go. Come on in. Unfortunately, my eyes are a little blurry today, so I'm not going to be able to see names too well. Oh, Laura Luna say hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. If you could do me a favor and just share it with 10 folks. I'm going to share it with a few people. We're just getting started here. I'm going to share it with some folks. We're going to get started. All right. Solstice Portal. Sound journeys. All right, guys. I just did my share. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing it. Oh, we're off to a good start here. Thanks for all the likes. I appreciate you. So this is the way I see it. We are a week out from the solstice, right? The solstice is in the northern hemisphere when the sun is coming back, right? The light is coming back. But metaphorically, it means that the light of our soul is ignited. And we have another moment to remember. And so what I see this as this week, it's a solstice portal because it's a portal of energy, right? Because what happens is whenever the collective jumps on to a reality like the solstice, the reality and the energy of the reality is expanded and has a lot of energy to it, right? There's a lot of momentum there. So if there's a lot of momentum there, guess what? It's a portal of energy that we get to access. And so what do people think about the solstice? It's not just as the pagans thought it was, of just the sun coming back, and it's not just rooted in earthly experiences. It's rooted in spiritual experiences, that when that sun comes back, something is ignited within in the soul. So if we have a lot of people in the collective thinking that, there's a momentum there. And what we believe, what two or more people think and feel and vibrate, becomes a reality. So we can jump on that reality. And that's a cool thing, because in this modern moment, this present moment, we need to connect in one love alignment. We really need the atonement to start happening more and more at a rapid rate. In just a few days, the past few days, there's been horrific things in the headlines. People killing each other left and right, awful ways, for no good reason. Is there really ever a good reason? But the thing is, guys, we really need to connect soul to soul. And so tonight, I want to offer the sound bath. I wanted to connect with you guys, offer some relaxation, some peace. And when two or more people do this together, we create a reality. So this solstice week, this week in Advent right now, it's on the aspect of love. So let's open our hearts to love. Let's expand our whole bodies, light bodies out. Expand it out 30 feet out. Let your love light shine that far. Now, earlier I did a post on TikTok and on Instagram, and it talked about an affirmation and basically see everyone and everything as love. And someone commented and said that's rudimentary. Now, I don't know exactly what they meant by that, but maybe they meant that it's rudimentary. This is the basis of all awakening. This is the basis of all releasing of suffering on the planet. And so the tough stuff is that when you have a situation like the situations that happened in Australia, and there's people being killed by people, we still have to see the killers as whole and as love, even though their actions and choices weren't that. Now here's a story, and I don't have the names of the time or whatever, but the story is that there was a young man that killed another young man. That one young man who killed the other young man was put into prison. The mother of the young man that was killed befriended the young man in prison, forgave him, and started to have a relationship with him. And I mean, the story goes on, but that's the gist of the story, was that she forgave her son's killer and actually had a relationship with him. So this is the hard work we have to do on the planet. There's atrocious things happening, atrocious things in the illusionary field, and it's awful. We have to see beyond the veil of their human choices and see the divine being that they still are. And that's what tonight's all about. Using this portal of the solstice, using the sounds, using one love alignment coming through each one of us. As I sing, it's my soul singing to your soul. Receive it. And let's try to connect in love, because that's the basic rudimentary aspect of all spirituality. We need to dissolve the separation. Okay, beautiful friends. I'm going to go into the first sound bath. And it's just going to be prepping us with love. But if there's something that you would like support with in particular, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. We'll talk about it and we'll do a sound journey for it. Okay? This is all about upgrading our frequencies to our natural frequency of love. This week we are upgrading. Okay? Any questions, comments, anything you want support with, put it in the comments. Okay. You guys like my pants? Santa's on them. So true. It is. I'm glad you're here. thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Tune into your root chakra. Imagine a grounding cord. It could be a tree trunk. It could look like whatever you want. It could be a certain color. Imagine that grounding cord going down, down, down. You can ground it into the root core of the earth. Or you could just go down and ground that grounding cord into just 18 inches below your feet at the Omega chakra. The chakra 18 inches below your feet. So ground into that and or to the center of the earth. Tune into your heart space. Let the frequency of this bowl open your heart. Calm the nervous system. Hum along to this bowl. As you hum to this bowl, what happens is you start activating the vagus nerve and start calming down the whole body system. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate you. Who do we have over here? Hi. Ooh, well, that's a first journey of the night, just to align us all. I see a comment over here. It says 333 in Germany. Is it 333? Is it that much difference? Let's see. It's 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12, 31, 32. It's 8 hours difference from Colorado. I guess so. 8 hours from Colorado to Germany difference. What are you doing up at 3:30 in the morning? All right, beautiful friends. This is our solstice week. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? If you are an empath and the energies this week are a lot, I have, just for this season, my 15-minute solstice frequency upgrades. It just helps you come back into your soul light a little bit more efficiently. It's over in my bio. You can see them. It's 15-minute private Zoom sound baths. So go schedule one if you're needing a little extra support and to be resourced. Okay, guys? Let's see. Jury duty. Oh, yeah, that feels heavy. Doing extra meditation. So thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, it's the first link in my bio. And it's the first little link in the bio thing. And I think it's green for the holidays. So feel free. Okay, guys. This is the sea bowl. We're going to do some more grounding. When we are missing C as a frequency in our voice, we also, it could be when we put C back into our lives. Let me just get this out here. There it is. Okay. So there's this body of work called voice bio work. And it's really cool because if you do not have all the 12 frequencies of notes in your voice, it's an indicator that there's just dis-ease in your body. And so when there's a lack of a C note, a C pitch in your voice, you could be having thyroid issues, lymph circulation issues, small intestine, fallopian tube, large muscular tension. So we're going to put C back into your life right now. And it's going to help you if you have fatigue or depression, heart palpitations, gas pains, low libido, menstrual cycle irregularities, metabolism imbalances, postpartum, weight problems due to and hair loss due to hormones. So all of this, if you don't have enough C, like the pitch, this is going to be for you guys. A lot of women have thyroid issues. Let me know if anyone has a hyper or hypothyroid thing going on, or Hashimoto's. Now, I'm going to say something. A lot of people don't like hearing this, but every physical symptom is based in a frequency. The frequency has to come first. So, and the frequency comes from a mental focus. So, you have 2 thyroid nodules. Okie dokie. So listen to this. So if I was going to make like a private sound bath for someone, which I do in my harmonic healing maps, if someone had a thyroid thing going on, I would put this bowl sound in as a base, and then I would do my channeled healing frequencies over the base of this C, and make it like a C drone, so that you would have more C in your life, and it would help with your thyroid. Just take that in, even hum with it. Hum with this sound. Guys, if you're liking this live and it's helping you, definitely share it with others, because it would be helpful to them, and they can, with your share and your likes and your comments, people find it in their For You page. So emotionally, if you're missing the C frequency from your voice and from your body, you may feel like you're a people person, kind of codependent on caretaking for others. Balance and harmony is important, and there's this need to make everybody happy. These are emotional signs that you might need more of the frequency of C in your life, not the C, the vitamin, but C, the pitch, the vibration. And so one of the things that I love to do for people is make a harmonic healing map. My husband does an astrology reading. We look at where the frequencies are disrupted in your chakra system, and then I make a personalized sound bath, therapeutic sound bath for you. And so we just expanded the topics that we do with the Harmonic Healing Map, and it's on relaunch sale right now. And you can pay for one topic, two topics, or three topics for the astrology reading and for me to address in your private sound bath. If that's interesting to you and it sounds like a good Christmas present, go over to my bio link. You can also see it in the descriptions. Let's do some more C. Let's sing with it. All right, beautiful beings. That is our C note. I'm going to let my leg go out here. Okay. Does anyone have gluten sensitivities? Anyone have gluten sensitivities? Does anyone have sensitivities with their tendons or ligaments? You do. Hey, Chris. Hello. So this would be if you do not have C sharp in your voice, according to Voice Biowork, you could get gluten sensitivities. And so this is really cool work because it shows that everything's about frequency. Now listen to this. Listen to this. Emotionally, when we have gluten sensitivities or we have the glands in our neck and the muscles in our neck are off or imbalanced, our right tonsil, our right kidney. Listen to this. The emotional piece to this is you're too hard on yourself. You expect a lot of others. Letting go of the past, angry over little things too often. These are the emotional patterns that can set the frequency of C sharp. It could kind of like, I guess, drain it, right? So you want to put C sharp back in to your body. So, or back into your vibrational field. Okay. Now I don't have a C sharp. This was a C. So let's go to the next thing. The other thing you could also do if you have gluten sensitivities and this emotional makeup that I'm talking about, you could use essential oils of fennel, thyme, chamomile, geranium, or dill. Okay, so really important because gluten sensitivities, they are uncomfortable, right? It's hard to find food that we want to eat, or a lot of comfort food has gluten in it. So see if this could work for you. Use the essential oils, fennel, thyme, chamomile, dill, cypress, and put C sharp back into your life. Okay, we're going to the left kidney now. Any hardening of the arteries, shoulders, shoulder blades, vocal cords, larynx, pharynx, this would be throat chakra stuff, and left tonsil. So I had someone who, if I don't know if you're here, but someone commented on one of my posts last week saying that they are hoarse every time they try to sing pure sounds. So this would be, they would introduce D back into their lives. D. I don't have my D bowl out right now, but I'm just giving you the information. For some reason, we got on this. But D would be for vocal cords, hardening of the arteries, for that. But let's go to what I do have out here. I do have my F bowl. And the F, if you don't have enough F frequency, the pancreas could be challenged, right? Eyes and optic nerve could have problems. Eyes and auditory nerves. Your sinuses and allergies could act up. The pineal gland, okay, which produces melatonin, could be sluggish. And the duodenum, which is part of your large intestines, I believe. It's part of the intestinal tract. So you would have problems or challenges with those things. And the emotional makeup of that is fear of life or the future. You don't see or hear others. You are easily led or talked into things and tend to be a workaholic. So if you have that makeup, this F note is going to soothe that. And I would recommend putting more things that are tuned to F and that are in the F scale into your life. And just hum with this frequency. Hello. This F note is also for the heart chakra. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate you. And if you feel like this would be helpful to anyone you know, just share the live with them right now. So that was the F note, putting more F frequency into your body for your sinuses and allergies, for your pancreas, your eyes and ears, and pineal gland. All right, everyone, let's just take a deep breath together. And anything that blocks the soul light of you, let's blow it out your mouth. Intention is key. So bring in the breath again, bring in life force. And any clouds in front of the divinity of you, blow it out your mouth. All right, we're going to get the big moon drum out now. Getting into more solstice portal energy. Again, two or more people holding a common frequency create a reality. And so if people are focused on this energy and the story about the solstice and about the sun and how metaphorically that means that our souls are going to shine brighter and come forward, we are in the momentum of that this week. And when we focus on bringing the soul divinity forward, and so that leads the human experience rather than the ego's fear leading the human experience. This is where we're going to all start to line up our hearts. We're going to each have heart coherence with each other and create this one love alignment. So that is the intention of this next sound bath. So soften your eyes and just come in to receiving. Feel free to sing along at home. Alignment, one love, alignment, one love, one love, alignment, one love, one love, alignment, one love. One love alignment, be love, be light, be now. Be love, be light, be now. Be love, be light, be now. One love alignment. Be love, be light, be now. Be love, be light, be now. Oh, the solstice light. Oh, the solstice light. Be love, be light, be now. Be love, be light, be now. Okay, beautiful friends. Just drink it in. Drink in that sense of subconscious release. So we just did a pattern, that a rhythm that would help you get into your subconscious. And then the frequencies go in there and kind of talk to that subconscious, kind of just reboot it. And so just sit a minute with it. Take a deep breath in. Let out the exhale, what you're releasing. Release from the subconscious all that is outdated and doesn't serve. Let it go. All right. So let me know in the comments how that was for you. And also, guys, let me know in the comments who here on the live is feeling they are being called to their sacred voice, being called to use their voice for sacred ministry, for sound ministry. You loved it. Awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you. I don't my eyesight's a little off today, so you're welcome, Chris. Denicia? Is that how you say that? Denicia. You are all welcome. Thank you for tuning in here. So who here is being called to their sacred voice, to use their voice in ministry? I feel that I am in some way. Sound healing feels like home. How wonderful. I love that. It feels like home. So, many of my teachers said the voice is the most potent sound healing tool, because it's combined with life force energy. It's combined with our intentions, right? So it's powerful. And if you're feeling called to do it, just notice what's holding you back. Is it clarity of how to start? Is it technique, like you try to sing and you're not getting the exact thing that you want to hear? Is it fear or personal judgment, or a past story of another's judgment on you? So this is an interesting thought. If someone has a judgment of you and you receive it and feel bad, right? we're all mirroring, we're all mirrors for each other. So if you're feeling judgment, is there something that you're judging yourself on? So if we have a judgment about our voice, most likely people are going to start judging. We're going to see, we're going to reflect in the world people judging our voice. Their judgment is really due to our own self-judgment. Clean up the self-judgment and you'll start to notice that people don't judge your voice anymore. So here's something interesting. When I was 15, I started singing and I was really shy about it, but I would, sing in my room. And my mom, she had good intentions, but she's a little rough around the edges. And she said to me once, she's like, "Your voice is so nasally." Now I was 15, hadn't had any voice lessons, and she said my voice was nasally, and I was like, "Okay, well," and for some reason, I did not take that in. I loved singing so much that I just didn't buy into that judgment, right? And when I didn't buy into it, people stopped judging my voice, and all they did was throughout singing through my 20s and stuff, I was just validated for the quality of my voice and how they liked it. And so I was never harshly judged about my voice. And even though there was like that one judgment from my own mother that I just didn't buy into, and when I said no to that, that set up like a whole different experience for myself and how people reflected about my voice. And then you said, "Who feels called to do this?" Awesome. So actually, I heard you singing, and it was just a teeny thought that I should do this. Oh, wow. How interesting. So, guys, never underestimate the power of this solstice portal, especially with what's, coming on Friday, right? With the A Atlas thing. It's quickening here. So, if you felt that synchronicity of like, maybe I want to do this, and then I say, "Oh, do you want to do this?" So I ask because a lot of people are feeling called and the quickening. And the thing is, they say to sing is to pray twice. It is powerful. The voice is powerful. Now, I just want to put a little plug. This is what I do. I have a 6-week program where you get 4 Zoom lives and 6 weeks of email mentoring. So that's my awakened voice package. So that's over on my link too. So if that's interesting to you, there is support. And I also have tons of free stuff over on my YT and on here on TikTok and my TikTok videos. So, just and also IG too. But there is support. And so if there are people feeling called to use their voice, their sacred voice, let me know in the comments. Thank you. Let me know in the comments, where do you feel you want the most direction or support? And we'll talk about a little bit about that. Oh, Christina's in my fan group, my fan club. Yay. Hi, Christina. Thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. I love working with people. I love working with people and awakening their voice. Hell yeah, you are. Awesome, awesome. Now, what does it mean to awaken your voice? I see it as we're awakening vocal awareness of how your voice shows you the contrast of what thoughts, feelings, emotions, and energies are in the way, right? So that's vocal awareness. Then I see vocal technique. It's real important to learn about the body and how it actually produces sound, right? But we don't get you don't want to get too technical about your voice, because in sacred singing, when you get too technical about your voice, you're in the human mind, right? We want to be in the divine mind when we're singing. We want to let go and just let God, basically, our God self. And then vocal empowerment. So the vocal empowerment piece is super, super important, guys, because if you are not empowered about your voice is going to have a hard time coming through. And it means that you're acting, if we're not empowered with our voice, it means that we're functioning from the lower mind, the human mind. And when we're singing from our sacred voice, we want to be in the divine mind. We want to be in divine trust. We want to sing out and be the divine holy fool and give the sound that is needed at the time, even if it sounds off key. We will be the holy fool. We will give the frequency needed at the time for the highest good. That is sacred sound. And it requires trust. And it requires us to connect back in to our spiritual divine essence with complete trust. Yeah. You love music and singing. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see what else is happening here. I can't sing a tune, but I like yours. Okay. Awesome. And that's another thing, guys. It's just like sometimes we just have people that are listeners, right? It's like my friend hosted, there's a little story time here. My friend hosted a stand-up live comedy night, and she hosted it. And she's like, "Oh, you want to come?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll come and support you." And she's like, "No, you want to get up there and do some comedy?" I'm like, "Oh my God." But I was like, "Well, I teach people to get up and be uncomfortable with their voice." I was like, "Let me think about it. Maybe I will go up." And I really sat with it, and I was like, maybe sometimes I can be funny, and maybe there's a story I could tell. And I sat with it. I was just like, not now. I'm not going to say never, but I don't really think it's my thing. But I appreciate funny people, that's for sure. And so it's nice. Sometimes we're not going to do it all, right? But if we do feel like we want to do it and we feel like we are held back, then it's important to take a look at our subconscious reprogramming, our somatic healing, our trauma healing. But if you are completely content with receiving and listening, and you're like, my voice is my voice and I don't think it's here to sing, and that's fine. But there really is a proverb, an African proverb that says, if you can talk, you can sing. Just saying. The reason I encourage people to sing is because it can be so healing. Like, even if you just hummed, singing can regulate our blood pressure, can regulate our heart rate. It can increase our serotonin and dopamine. It can calm and reset our nervous system. It could create resonant wellness through our whole body. I used to drive along listening to classical music, and I would just sing to it. It always felt love. Oh, how wonderful. That's lovely. I am also a watcher of comedian. Yeah, watcher. Yeah, I appreciate it. So one of the really fun, the one guy that I really liked in the stand-up comedy open mic night was he was a functional medicine doctor, and he used the functional medicine information in with his skit, and it was really funny but also really informative. And one of the things I learned was called high what was it, not inflammatory, not oxalate, high histamine foods. He was talking about high histamine foods and how, like, if you don't process histamine very well, you want to stay away from high histamine foods. And an avocado is a high histamine food, so that was interesting. Yeah, yeah. So it's like you learn something, but it's also funny too. He was great. He was really good. So, my friends, this solstice, we're in the Solstice Portal. We're here doing One Love sound activations. Oops. Sorry, guys. This just fell. See if that'll stay up there. So, what would you like to work on? Do you have something with your voice? Would you like your voice to start doing sound? Do you want to be able to project louder? Do you want your heart to open more? Do you want to get clear about your soul path? Do you have an emotional habit you would like to let go of so your emotional IQ could be higher? Let me know. What are we working on this portal? And put that in the comments. Is anyone this week having any ascension symptoms? The energy is, I think there's a solar storm and the A Atlas is coming. Supposedly that's bringing lots of light. There's a lot of things happening that these bodies are adjusting to. Aligning with your true purpose. Root chakra has been my focus. Awesome. You'll have to watch the replay over on YT because we worked on the root chakra when we started the live. Stuffy nose, dry throat, and arguments. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Ooh, well, this is what I know about our true purpose, okay? Our true purpose is to come here and have a human experience to the point of reflecting enough contrast to wake up to our divinity and see the divinity in others. That's our purpose. That is our main purpose. Now, how we go about that, like I'm doing it with sound and metaphysical ministry, like that, what's the road to that, right? Maybe someone's doing comedy or being a functional medicine doctor, or maybe they're doing documentaries. Like there's ways. And so one of the things that I find is that if I go back to when I was a little girl, I could see where I lit up. And that gives you cues on what your avenue to atonement and one love is going to be. But our purpose here is to be waking up enough to our divinity and seeing other person's divinity. That's what I feel like we all have that same main purpose. How I serve others, divine best and support. Yeah, yeah. Well, I want to say is that my harmonic healing map, it's harmonichealingmap.com. It's also in my link. We have one of our harmonic healing maps that's about voice and purpose. And the cool part about these maps is that my husband goes in and looks at these 4 or 5 elements. Oops. Of your astrology. And it kind of helps you get clarity about your voice and purpose. And then we see what areas of your chakras are blocked in relation to your birth chart. And then I go in and set the frequencies that are going to help those challenges. And I do an intuitive channeled healing, sound healing. And I layer it with different sounds and frequencies, and it's recorded. And so that's called our harmonic healing map. And it's on sale right now. So that might really help you find that path, that purpose, that clarity. But let's do a little bit now too. Yeah, our harmonic healing maps are on sale right now for relaunch because we added 4 more new topics like relationship ease and wealth, something about wealth, and emotional IQ, and then body wellness. So those topics are over there on the harmonichealingmap.com. So yeah, please check it out. But let's tune in. One of the places that we can really feel our sense of where we are to be of service is right in our solar plexus, right? This is our self-will, right? So what is our will have a great desire to do, right? Now, a lot of us on the awakening journey try to become selfless by letting go of the ego, right? But that leaves us kind of empty feeling. What we need to do is put the capital S self and fill that in. Once we've awakened and let go of the ego, we don't want to become selfless. We want to become self-infused, meaning divine self-infused. So let's go to this chakra here. Is this a D or an E? Yeah, this is an E. Perfect. This is an E note for our third chakra. I want you just to soften your eyes. Place your hand on that solar plexus, that upper belly, and just lead with the question, how am I here to serve? How am I here to serve? Right? How are you here to serve? Now, how are you here to serve? Now, how are you here to serve? It's what lights you up. It's what lights you up. How are you here to serve? How are you here to serve? It's what lights you up. Do you do what lights you up? That's what you're here to do. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, ooh, yeah. What are you here to do? How are you to serve? Oh, 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 hey. How are you here to serve? 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 Oe, oe, oe. So how can you love through what you do? What do you love through what you do? So our path is to do the thing. It doesn't matter what we do. Do the thing that's fun or lights you up when you're doing it and inspires love in yourself and others. That's what you're to do. But only you know what that is, because only you can feel that soul quickening and that lightness of being, right? So answer the questions in the comments here. Answer this question in the comments. What do you, when you do it, feels like a quickening of joy? Feels like, yes, this is fun. This is promoting love. This is inspiring me. And when you get done doing it, you're like on a high. That's yours to do. That's yours to do. So some people that's singing, some people that's comedy, some people that's caretaking, some people that's cooking, some people that I can't imagine it's accounting, but maybe some people really do that with numbers. Some people it's ringing bowls. Some people it's astrology. Some people it's cooking, building. So and a lot of times what you notice is that it is something as a little kid in your innocence you loved. What is that? What is that for you? I want to see the comments lighting up right now. What is that for you? Danessa, what is that for you? Over here, what is that for you? Some people, it's making the confusion of insurance Makes sense. Okay, I am sorry, I'm not understanding the comment Corey just made. Some people, it's making the confusion of insurance make sense. Oh, okay. So you are an insurance broker and you like making sense of insurance and that lights you up. See, whatever. Because people need insurance. And if that lights you up and like, look at how you can serve their lives by having the right insurance and the costly insurance, right? Um, okay, awesome. You light up when you help. That's amazing. That's amazing. And Danessa says coaching, singing, and nature. Awesome. What if you could combine all three of those, right? You could be take walks in nature as you're coaching and use singing as a tool to help people process their emotions in your coaching sessions. And so, Danessa, it sounds like you've got clarity. Now, the harmonic healing map could help you kind of see where some of your blind spots are with that, right? And then the recording helps you come release those blockages and come into your highest frequency. So that's the harmonichealingmap.com. Alrighty, guys. So what about over here? What lights you guys up? What are you here to do? And it's just important to know that we all have one purpose. We all have one purpose. Yeah, that's the part where I step forward and do it. Yes, that's the part where, yeah. So, what is keeping you from stepping forward and doing it? So, just seems silly. The first step seems far away. No, that's not silly at all. That is a very much human nature to, the hardest step is the first step, right? Um, have you been coached in any of that? Like to be a coach or with singing or anything? Because so the first steps would be with singing and coaching. Yes, I am certified. Oh, you're certified for coaching. Oh, okay. So you've got the education. So what does it feel like if you saw yourself taking the first step toward it? What stops you? What stops you? Being capable in my life. Yeah. There's probably that's probably in your astrological chart about that, like this lack of trust in your capability. But here's something. You got through the coaching course, right? You got your certification. So sounds like you're pretty capable. Being in charge of so much. Yeah. Well, the cool part about coaching is that usually you're work for yourself and you can take on as many clients as you want. And so sometimes it's just take one, and you put it out there. You for the first 10, you offer it for free. And for the second 10, you say it's $20. And then the third 10, you say it's like $50. So you work your way up and you start building confidence, right? And you just say, "Hey, can I practice on you?" And you do it for free and you practice with other people until you start like coming up with the way you want to do it, right? And you start getting feedback from people of really working, what's working, and how like what you're doing is working for them, and you start to build this confidence. So that I would say is you've got the certification. Just gather some people to do some free sessions on and start building a little trust and confidence. But there could also be something in your astrological chart that keeps you from feeling confident and capable. And I see the astrology chart as your map to your own awakening in this life, right? And we can look at everything in the map. It doesn't mean it's it's set in stone. It means that this is what we're here to work on and work through, and shift. And so what's cool about looking at certain points in your astrology is you can see what's a little what's holding you back, and how can you open those gates, right? If you learn and acknowledge what's your human map, right, with the astrology map, you get to break through it. You get to break through it. Well, let's get back to, I'm going to move these because these guys won't stand up. Let's go back to the heart bowl. Ooh, no, I know. Let's go back to this. This is frequency of innocence. Frequency of innocence. Your inner child, your innocent child, before it was programmed in its subconscious, has exactly what you need to know. And your inner child, after it was programmed with thoughts, feelings, and wounding and beliefs, also has some answers for you, has some answers why you don't feel capable. And so in my awakened voice sessions, we do parts work. We do inner child work and internal family systems. Because your young self knows why it's being held back. There's something protecting you. And see if you can just by listening to this little bell, see if you can get a little bit of awareness around it. Now, one of the things that I love about studying the Course in Miracles, it simplifies everything. Now, I have a certification in sound healing, life coaching, spiritual coaching. I'm a metaphysical ordained minister. I'm an Access Bars practitioner. I'm a Holy Fire Reiki master. I got all the certifications. But in the Course in Miracles, it says if you really want to heal, you don't need any of that. All you have to do is acknowledge what wants and needs to be healed. That keeps you separate from your loving self. Acknowledge it, see it, and then just give it to your higher self. Give it to Holy Spirit. And just say, what I like to say is, all the misperceptions that would have me feel separate or confused or sick, I just offer up to my holy self, my divine self. Divine self, take care of it. You just need that pearl of willingness and that trust to give it up. And I've been doing that more and more than I've been doing any other practices that I used to do. And I have to say, it works. But the sound and the singing put me into that space that I can really trust and offer up. Every challenge that we have is really based on a misperception of separation. So tomorrow morning, I go live again, and I gather some people, and we do 3 minutes of love. We hold the love vibration for the collective. So if you can come back for that, come on back for the live. That's 8:45 a.m. Mountain Time, 7:45 a.m. Pacific Time, 9:45 Central Time, and 10:45 Eastern Time. So beautiful beings. This live went really fast. That sound put me way back to a small child's piano. Oh, how cool. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. I know those little pianos sound like that. That's very cool. That's very cool. Very neat. Well, guys, I'm going to do a closing sound bath with my big drum, and then I'm going to go live with my super fans. We're going to do a reading from the Course of Love. And I just want to say before this last sound bath, to get us ready for this Solstice Portal week, just going to do my shameless plugs here for my business. My harmonic healing maps. My husband and I love making these for people. So harmonichealingmap.com, or just go to the link. And they are on sale right now. That's astrology reading plus chakra map and how to heal, and then also a recorded sound bath from me specific to your specific block. So harmonichealingmap.com. And then I also do awakened voice sessions. The first one is a 90-minute one if you just want a single one, or I do a 6-week package. All right. Thanks for the follow, Corey. I appreciate that. All right, guys. And then come back tomorrow morning for 3 minutes of love. That's what I got. Oh, and lastly, if you just want a 15-minute Zoom time with me to do sound or singing for the solstice to elevate your energy, clear your field, 15-minute sessions. They're just $33 if you want to sign up for those. They go away December 24th. So if you want to get a quick sound bath with me. All right, that's all my plugs. Let's come into the ether. Let's come into the divine nature of our soul as my soul sings to your soul. Okay, beautiful beings. Check out harmonichealingmap.com, and I will see you tomorrow morning for 3 minutes of love. If you are a super fan, hang tight. I'm going to go get my Course of Love book. We'll do some deeper metaphysical teachings. Over here, if you guys want to join the Superfan group and learn more about metaphysical teachings of the book of Course of Love, you're welcome to join us over here. I'll see you tomorrow.